and pay attention because I promise you're gonna see some stuff you've never seen before. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Megan. If you didn't know, now you know. And today we're on another episode where I'm going to show you my hoard. Today I'm going to show you every single transfer foil I currently own, and pay attention because I promise you're going to see some stuff you've never seen before. Let's have a look. So I store my transfer foils in this binder with these pocket pages. And when I went through here and get the clips, I tried to put them in order by category like items. So as you can see on these first ones, they're like patterns that are fabric-ish. I do have full cover transfer foils as well as decal style. With decal style transfer foils, you can either put them on as if they're full cover just to have like a smattering, or you can cut out just the pieces you want. I do have tutorials on my channel of how to apply transfer foils if you haven't done them before, but basically with the full cover ones, I recommend you choose a paint to go underneath it that's complementary. That way if you do get cracks or missed spots, it's more likely to blend in. If you're doing the decal style, then you can just make the background whatever you want it to be. As you can see, some of these are translucent, and so you can use these over clear nails, or you can put them over another color, just kind of depending on the effect that you're wanting. When I was going through these, I found so many foils that I had forgotten I even have, and so many that I want to use. There are some beautiful foils in here, and I'm super excited. These ones that are just like a solid color are good for like crumpling up, because then it gets cracked up, and then like you just like stick it in a chaos to the nail, and it makes like this crusty broken foil pattern, and you can put like a jelly over it to give kind of a depth. It's a pretty cool effect, so definitely give it a try. I really like these hollow ones. Those look excellent over black because it makes that hollow really pop. As I did briefly mention in the intro, some of these I'm willing to bet you have never seen them before, because I've never seen them since. Most of these I got from either Temu, AliExpress, Shein, something like that. There's some that could have come from Amazon maybe, but none of these I got from a big name nail brand. But there's just so many out there, and there are some that I have seen and I do not even currently own. So definitely, if you see anything you like, write it down, save a little description, take a screenshot, whatever, so that you can go and look, check those websites, because I bet you can find them. You do have a couple of different methods for application. I do star glue, which is the air dry method, but you can use a gel transfer foil glue as well if you prefer to do it that way. Transfer foils are really cool because they make nail art with these designs super easy, because you don't have to know how to hand paint it. Stamping is hard. As cool as it is, it's hard. So if you're not very good at stamping, transfer foils might be a really great option for you. As you can see, I do have some that are a bit more seasonal or a bit more cultural or holiday in theme. I've got a ton of some themes like florals because I really like them. I have a lot of galaxy and marble, and more than anything, I think I have the most is Halloween. And then there's a good amount of Christmas in here too. But there is a wide variety of options available, and so I definitely wanted to show them to you. It took me so long to go through my folder one by one and pull all these out and look at them, but I had a really great time doing it because they're beautiful. And even since I did go through here and make this footage, I've actually started using them. So if you're following my socials, you've probably seen some of the nails come up with some of these foils. So if you see them, let me know. And if you see any of your favorites that you already have in here, comment below and let me know which ones you also have. If you do see some that you have never seen before, let me know that too. I would be interested to hear which one of these is new to you. And do you intend to get it for yourself? These floral ones here in this section are super beautiful. I've got them in like all of the colors, but I like how big they are and how spread out they are so that I can cut out just the ones that I want to go with the design that I'm doing. The ones that have the more cluster style designs are super cute and you could cut them out, but it's going to be a little bit harder because when it comes time to peel them off, if you don't have any space to get a hold of it to peel, you're going to have a hard time. I also really love those fish ones. Those are super cute. I did a tutorial video with actually some of those with some sharks a little while back. I think it's in my Back to Basics series. If you haven't seen that yet, that's an instructional video on how to apply transfer foils. So definitely go check that out if you are still wanting to learn how to do these. If you haven't had a chance yet, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Not only do I post long form videos, but I actually post a lot of shorts. And some of those are just quick little tutorials, and there are some short form videos that are actually about transfer foils as well as other methods. If you prefer the other socials, I do have like Instagram, TikTok. Facebook is an asset because everything from everywhere comes together on my Facebook, but all of that is actually linked below as well, so you can go down there and find those links to go give me a follow, as well as my affiliate links and codes are down there, so check those out and get those codes if you need those for any of those brands that you want to shop with. Just a helpful little bit that I wanted to include: if you're a regular nail polish girly and you are applying your transfer foils on top of regular nail polish, make sure that you give it a sufficient amount of time to dry. If your paint is still a little bit wet, when it comes time to peel these foils off, that glue is very sticky to help the image peel off of the paper. But what will happen is the wet part of the paint will actually separate, and so instead of peeling your paper off of your image, your whole paint will peel off with the paper and you'll have to start your nail over. So just give it enough time that you're confident that it is dry all the way through. If you can paint your nails the day in advance and then foil them, that's going to give you a guaranteed good amount of dry time. But if you don't have that kind of time, just an hour, maybe 2, giving it that amount just to get solid, so that when you peel it off, it does come off smoothly. And then when you do peel, I recommend doing it as like horizontally as possible. Like, don't peel up, but peel sideways so that it's not pulling too much tension upways. Also, you can actually do this on top of a peel off base coat, and that makes it even more important, the direction you peel, so that you don't peel off your entire decoration as you would in a few days by choice, but too soon. Let me know if you're enjoying this type of video format. I believe this is the second one in the Hoard series. I actually had intentions of combining this theme with my stickers and my water decals, but when I got to looking at how many of these there actually were, it quickly became obvious that these needed their own individual videos. So there's going to be a video like this for my water decals and another one for my stickers. And then I have a bunch of other stuff that I want to make as part of this series. Is, let me show you everything I own of this category. If you haven't watched the first one, that one is a combo and it's a bit long. It has glitter and charms and assorted decorations. So if you haven't seen that, definitely go back and check that one out. I've got a bunch of cute stuff. I was still kind of figuring things out on how I wanted to orient the video during that one though, so it might be a little less smooth, a little less visually appealing. I don't know. Let me know. What are you thinking of this series, and what kind of nail decorations or products or whatever would you like to see me do one of these videos on? I've got quite a few things I do want to include, but I don't know how far I should go. I do want to do something with my stamping plates so that I can show them to you, but honestly, I have almost 1,000 stamping plates and I can't possibly put that in one video. So I'm like, should I break it down by brand? Because even then with Maniology, I've got like 4 books and that's a lot. So if you think I should break it down by brand, would you be willing to sit through a long video if it was all the same brand? Or would you rather them be in smaller segments, and how would you break them down? Because I would say that like trying to break them down by theme would be a little bit more difficult, because some themes I might have 2 plays, but other themes I might have 15. So like, what do you think is a good way to tackle such a big collection of stuff? Do me a favor, and if you could actually share this video with at least one of your nail friends, or on a group, or on your Facebook, anywhere, if you could share this video with just at least one other person so that they can come over and check me out, join my channel, I would really appreciate it. You know, we're trying to grow, and you know how hard that can be, especially if you are also a nail content creator. So definitely, I appreciate the support that you are able to give, and if you haven't had the opportunity, please do hit the like button. The algorithm absolutely thanks you, and so do I. It makes a huge difference. When you hit the like button, it lets YouTube know that this video's all right, and so maybe they'll show it to some other people, and that helps. So thank you. I really do enjoy these black and white lace foils. I like to put them over like a sheer base, and it gives kind of like that sheer stockings vibe, little fishnetty essence. Very cute. I also like these patterns because they can get a little optical, and so you can use them by themselves or even as a background on some other design, and that's really nice. I like it a lot. I do have some pretty strange foils as well, like these silver, like, I don't know, they're spooky critters maybe, but like, I don't know. And it's interesting because I actually have a stamping plate that kind of has these same images. I have to assume they're from some sort of brand, but I don't know. I do like all these like paper ones. They're like magazine or like scrapbooky, newspapery. That's a really cool theme to me as well. And then I've got this little whole coffee series. That's pretty cool, especially if you're a coffee girl. I'm not much, but I do enjoy a coffee themed nail because they're just so cute, and the brown vibe is nice, especially during like the fall time. If you are already familiar with transfer foils and application and all that good stuff, let me know, how do you put yours on, and what kind do you prefer? Do you prefer the full cover and you can just do a whole nail, or do you prefer the decal style and that you can mix and match and kind of do your own thing? I feel like more often than not, I end up using the full cover ones because I want to do a whole nail, but I don't want to do all of my nails. I just want to do like the accent nails and then paint something complementary with the others. But I also have a bunch of decal ones, and they're super cute, but I don't really know how to think about them. Like for me, I end up just like putting them on there a bit scattered, but I'm wondering if you could strategically take them and put together like a scene, like an image, like you see on the Christmas ones. We've got all these different Christmas things, but like, could they be set up in such a way that looks like it's just one actual image? Like, what do you think? Do you do that sort of thing? Or do you ever mix your media? Do you use transfer foils for some of the art on the nail and then use other techniques for the other art? I find myself picking, like if we're doing transfer foil decorations, that's all we'll do. Or if we're stamping, we'll do that. Or if it's water decals, like we'll do that. But like, there's not really a good reason you can't do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So have you done that before? And speaking of experimenting, have you guys seen my Megan Makes It channel? It's MEGAN MAXIT. And that's where I do everything that's not necessarily nail related, but there's a lot of experimentation. Like I like to test out food and clothes and all these different products and things like that over there, but it needed a different home because it's not nails, and this is the nail channel. So like, have you checked out that channel yet? Because I definitely recommend you do. I do some pretty cool stuff over there and I have a lot of fun. It is mostly short form content though. There's a matching Instagram, there's a matching TikTok. All of that does feed into Facebook, as I had mentioned earlier, but there's a YouTube channel also. Very little long form content. It's not unheard of and it could happen, but it is mostly, you know, shorts, reels, that sort of stuff. So it's fast and easy to consume, but very entertaining. The links for that also should be below. Here we're getting into a little bit of the like patterny type foils. I've never actually used any of these. I don't know what I would use them for, because how often are you gonna have a theme that just kind of matches these perfectly? However, the colors on these are gorgeous and stunning, especially these ones that are like this long mural. I wish it was sideways though, so the nails could be like cohesive, because they're up and down, and so like it would not make one scene going across, which is unfortunate. The snake skin I've yet to use as well, but I could definitely see a way to make that super cool, especially if you're like matching it up with like a bit of a leathery vibe. I think that would be pretty nice. Hey, definitely make sure that you are subscribed. I know sometimes you can think that you're subscribed because you watch my videos and so they show up on your suggested videos, but you may not actually. So just check. Make sure that you are. I don't know if we've made it to the 10,000 subscribers yet. I know that at the time of recording this, we're super, super close. If we have already made it to the 10,000, then we're either having a giveaway soon or have recently just had it. But if we have not made it to the 10,000 yet, let's go ahead and get there, because at that 10,000 giveaway, I have this huge giveaway to do. There are so many things, and there's going to be multiple winners, and we're going to do it in a live stream, and it's going to be a whole bunch of fun. I have really great nail products that I want to share with you guys. So let's get there so we can do that. It'll be a great time. And if you haven't left a comment yet, now would be a great time to do that. Now that you've seen a large variety, there are still a few more left to see, but let me know what's your favorite, what's new to you, what have you not seen yet? Have you done transfer foils before? If you have, how do you like to apply them? If you have not, do you want to? Is this something you'd be interested in? Let me know. And for the upcoming videos in this same series, do you prefer if I'm chatting with you in the voiceover style like this one, or do you prefer just to kind of watch these montage videos with just a little bit of background music? For me, I love a chatty video because often I'm listening and doing other things. So while this video is pretty important that you're looking at it to be able to see these, I can understand where you might want to actually be able to hear some conversation, because if all you're hearing is background music, you're not really getting the full effect. But if you're a visual person and you're watching it silently, then you probably don't care what I'm talking about anyway. But either way, let me know, do you prefer voiceover or do you prefer just music? And which one of these decals is your #1 top tier absolute favorite? Let me know in the comments below.